If I had to make $100,000 a year as quickly as possible from absolute zero, no audience, no email list, no following, no nothing, here's exactly how I'd do it. In this video, I'm going to break down the exact platform I would use, the exact content strategy that I would do, the pricing play that I would do, and the one thing I would do before I built anything to guarantee the money was already in the bank. So let's dive in. Let's be honest, most people trying to hit 10K months are doing it the hardest way possible. They're starting out selling like a $20 digital product. They're hoping for hundreds and thousands of buyers, grinding social media every single day. And yes, that can work and does work, but that is the slow lane. So here's the math that you might have never thought of before. To hit 10K a month with a $20 digital product, you're gonna need 500 sales a month. Now, to hit $10,000 selling a $997 or $1,000 digital product, you're gonna need just 10 to 11 buyers every month. That's 50 times less work, and especially if you're starting with zero audience, it's gonna be a lot easier to make 10 sales than it is to make 500. Because the number of customers you need is the biggest factor in getting to those 10K months. Now I know what you're thinking, Molly, who is going to pay me $1,000? And the answer is plenty of people, if your digital product solves a painful problem for them. Because remember, people don't pay for the number of pages in an ebook or lessons in a module. They pay for the transformation that you can help them get. And here's the best part. The more painful the problem is that you solve, and the more quickly you can get them to that result. So they will pay you more for less pages, less lessons, less modules. Nobody wants to do more work than they have to do to get the result. So step one is really all about money mindset. Stop thinking in $20 increments. Start thinking, what's a transformation in my niche that I could help people with that they'd be willing to pay $1,000 for because it's such a great transformation? It could be something like book X therapy clients per month, or grow your YouTube channel to your first 1,000 subscribers, or help your kid get fully potty trained in a weekend. Remember, it needs to be specific, solve a painful problem, and help them get quick wins. That is the formula. Now, for the platform that you're going to want to use to get lead gen, I've tested every single social media out there, from TikTok to Instagram to blogging and Pinterest. YouTube blew them out of the water. If you want to see the data on it, I share all my 6-month test results in my free on-demand training. It is linked in the description below this video. So the formula is simple. 10 sales at $1,000 each equals $10,000 a month. And in order to do that, you don't need a big following. You do need to start creating content online, but you can start making sales from a small following as long as your niche and the problem you're solving with your digital product is dialed in. So now let's talk about how to make this happen. Here's the part where most people quit before they even start. You have to post a high volume of content quickly to figure out what works. And sure, you can start posting 1 video a month, but if I'm posting 8 videos a month, I'm gonna be learning and growing way faster because I'm putting more content out there to test and getting data, feedback, and results way more quickly. So I really recommend, especially in the beginning, to put out as much content as possible so you can learn more quickly from the data and make more of the content that works and less of the content that doesn't. That truly is how you grow on social media. So personally, my rule for fast growth is 8 videos a month on YouTube. That's 2 videos a week. And with the help of Claude, this is absolutely doable. And I know that sounds like a lot, but seriously, there are so many AI tools out there now that will help you really speed up this process. And I really cannot recommend Whisperflow enough. And my YouTube script template, which is free and it's linked below, you can feed those things into Claude. You can feed the script template and you can use Whisperflow to speak everything you want to cover in your video, and it will pop out a fully formed YouTube script for you. It's amazing. So here's my exact framework. I call it the 50-50 test and remix system. Is for testing brand new ideas. And if you're just beginning, all your ideas are going to be testing. New titles, new angles, new topics. The other half is going to be remixing previous videos that did well. So it's going to be really the same teaching points, similar title, but maybe with 1 word tweaked, giving fresh examples and a fresh angle. That is how you compound your wins and create predictable lead generation from YouTube. Now, I already shared with you how to script your videos, and how you can film them is you can use the phone you already have. If you have a camera, go for it, but you truly don't need to buy anything. My friend Nancy has a channel called Shopping on Champagne. It has about 60,000 subscribers. She has only ever filmed with her phone. So there is no room for excuses. In fact, when I started filming, I started with a photography camera. It didn't even have a flip around screen, so I couldn't see myself. I had to buy an external screen and then buy a wire to connect the two. It was a hot mess, but I used what I already had. And again, if you want that exact YouTube script template so that you can train it on Claude to write your scripts for you, go ahead and download it completely free. It is linked in the description below this video. But posting on YouTube alone is not going to get you to 10K months fast. Hear me out. You need to be moving those YouTube viewers to email subscribers because selling through email works 40 times more than selling through social media directly. So yes, you still need to do YouTube, but you just want to create a freebie so people can opt in, get the freebie, and get on your email list so that you can be selling through email as well. So the first thing you want to do is create your freebie. This is not going to be a 30-page ebook or a 10-module course or even a mini course. This needs to be something like a script, a tool, something that's going to get them a quick win without having to read anything or watch anything or, quite frankly, do anything. If you think about my YouTube script template, they don't have to do anything. You just put it into Claude and you can use that to train it to write your scripts for you. You could also use Claude Cowork to make tools that could be used as a freebie. So for example, one of the tools I created in my Freedom Creator Club program was a pricing calculator. They just filled out a few questions and it tells them what price it would recommend to price their digital product at. So they don't really have to do anything. They're just putting in a few answers to a few questions and it's giving them that result. And it's helping them with that problem. That is how you want to create a freebie. It needs to be like a tool, a template, a script, something quick that will get them a quick win to build that know, like, and trust with them quickly. That is how you're going to get to 10K months fast. So you want to build what's called a freebie funnel. It's really sounds way more hard than it actually is. Basically, it's just an opt-in page where they put in their name and email address to get on your email list, and then also so you can email them the freebie. And you can use system.io to create this. They have all these templates included, and I have a link to a completely free account, not a free trial, a free account linked in the description below this video. And then in your YouTube videos that you create every single week or multiple times a week, you want to mention your freebie 2 to 3 times throughout the video so you can move those viewers to email subscribers so you can send them more helpful content and help them get that result they want as quickly as possible. Okay, so let's say you have 200 email subscribers now. Now what you want to do is send them a survey. I like to use Google Forms because it's completely free. You want to ask them a few questions to really dial in what's their number one pain point, and that is what you want to create your digital product around, because people don't buy nice to haves. They don't buy something because you thought it was fun to create it. They buy it because it actually solves a painful problem that they have right now. So once you figure out what that digital product is that you want to sell, you're going to want to pre-sell it. Now, I've seen this mistake so many times where people spend days, weeks, months, years building a digital product, and then when they go to sell it, it's crickets. They make no sales. This is why you need to pre-sell. What you want to do is create a checkout page that has the name of the digital product, what's included, the transformation it's going to help them with, and then of course a form they can fill out to actually buy the digital product. And on that checkout page, you also want to tell them the date the digital product will be released and delivered to them. You want to leave a few weeks in between when you sell it and when you deliver it so that you can actually create it. Because if people actually buy it, then you'll actually make it and you'll get paid to make it. And if nobody buys it, then you simply try it again. Whereas if you spend days, weeks, months creating a digital product and you go to sell it and it doesn't sell, you've just wasted so much time. This way you actually know people are not just saying they're going to buy it, they actually put their money where their mouth is, and you're actually getting paid up front to build the digital product, because nobody wants to work for free and nobody should. So here's the full timeline and framework of how to go from 0 to 100K in a year. First, you're going to pick your niche and set up your YouTube channel. Start posting 8 long form videos a month and use Claude to assist you so you can get it done more quickly. And build out your freebie so that you can start moving those viewers to email subscribers. And a pro tip for you if you want to make money even faster is you can use something called TidyCal. It's a one-time payment of $29 for life. It's just like Calendly, but way cheaper. And basically you can get people to book paid coaching calls with you. So if you haven't gotten to the step yet of creating the digital product, I would highly recommend doing this first so you can link to your TidyCal, have people book paid coaching calls with you. This will help you get money quicker, but this is not to turn you into a coach. This is not something you're going to do forever. What you want to do is use something like Granola or Otter to actually record and transcribe those coaching sessions and then put those into Claude so that you can learn the language your ideal customers are learning, the problems they're having, and you can use that data to figure out which digital product you should create and sell. Okay, the next thing you want to do is, of course, keep posting those 8 long-form YouTube videos a month and keep moving those viewers to email subscribers with your freebie. And then once you get to 200 plus email subscribers, you want to send them a survey. You can do this without doing the coaching calls, or you can use the data from the coaching calls and the data from the survey to nail down which digital product you should create that solves the biggest, most painful problem for your people. And then that is what's going to become your $1,000 digital product. The next thing you want to do is build your checkout page with System. Again, I have a link to a free account below. You can literally start building your email list, make your checkout page, make your sales all on a free account. And remember, you can set the delivery date for the digital product to be however many weeks out you want, 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, however much time you think you'll need to create it. And don't freak out if you want to make this super lengthy course. Remember that that's a bad idea. You want to get people results as quickly and easily as possible, but also remember, it's okay if you release it with just the first module. Then the next week you release the next module. There's always a way. And if you're someone who's watching a video like this or other videos and you're just making excuses the whole time, like, well, I don't have time for that, I don't know how that would work, there's no way, that is not the mindset that is going to make you a successful entrepreneur. The mindset that's going to make you successful is always finding a way, because that is basically what entrepreneurship is solving problems, staying positive, believing in yourself, and finding a way, because there always is a way. And of course, you pre-sell it, you make those sales, you prove that this works, and then you keep doing this system over and over again. You don't have to do the survey again, but you've proven now that it sells. So you keep putting out content, you keep driving people to your checkout page, you keep making sales. That's how you get to consistent 10K months, and that's how you get to $100,000 plus per year. And I want to remind you, before my free training comes down, that I have a totally free training that's going to walk you through all of this step by step, through choosing your profitable digital product, launching it successfully, and of course, automating it for consistent sales. Go ahead and register your seat. It's completely free, it's on demand, and it's linked in the description below this video. Look, I get that making $100,000 a year might sound like a huge, scary number, but when you break it down, it's really just 10 $1,000 sales a month. And the great news is you don't need a huge audience to hit that. And the real reason most people never hit this isn't because they can't do it. It's because they pick and execute the wrong strategy, and mostly because of squirrel brain. I honestly see so many people at this stage where they're just like, I need to be on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube, and I need to sell like 20 digital products. I need to be on all these platforms. And I saw that she said this on Reels, so I'm going to do that. And he said that on TikTok, so I'm going to do that. No. How you're going to be successful and get to $100,000 a year is simplicity and focus. One platform to drive sales, one checkout page, one digital product. I got to $2 million a year with my last digital products business with one traffic platform and one digital product. And that is a pattern that I see over and over and over again. So don't make this harder than it needs to be. It's simple math. And if you're sitting here going, I actually want to do this, then make sure to register for that free on-demand training linked below. Now that you know exactly how to get to $100,000 a year in digital product sales starting from scratch, you might be wondering how to actually commit to YouTube for the next 3 months, but how do you do that? Well, it all starts by watching this video and taking part in this challenge here for free. Because when you pair what you learned in this video with what's in this video, it's going to be way more powerful. See you in the next one.